Hello. As of today, I've completed 56 weeks of my Mounjaro journey. And what an extraordinary and exciting journey it's been. I started out on the 9th of January 2025, some 13 months ago, at a whopping 148.4 kilograms. And today I weighed in at 88.9. There was a starting weight of 327 pounds, and today I weigh 196 pounds. So I've lost 40.1% of my body weight. I'm often asked when I'll stop losing weight. The answer is simply, I don't know. I guess I'll know when I've reached that sweet spot. Today is the day when I take my Mounjaro. The algorithms on these platforms, particularly TikTok, are sensitive to the use of certain words, so I must be careful how I say things, such as how Mounjaro is administered. I'm fortunate right now to be able to get in an average of 10,000 steps per day, so I must keep it up while I can. Others continue to lose weight on Mounjaro while taking no exercise or even doing minimal exercise. You must do what works for you. I'm mindful that there's one area in which I'm falling short, and that is strength training. I'll get to it, but right now I have too many balls in the air. What does OMAD mean? 1 meal a day. There's some debate as to whether this is wise or not. I'm not the judge of this. You must do whatever works for you and whatever is sustainable. Until I started my Mounjaro journey and got rid of the perpetual food noise that was buzzing in my head, I could never ever have contemplated only having 1 meal per day. Over the past week, my schedule has been such that I've been having steak and eggs for breakfast, either fried eggs or a poached egg or a cheese omelette. That has done me good so far. The weekend, of course, is a different story in that I eat whatever's put in front of me, within the bounds of reason, that is, given that I'm never hungry with Mounjaro. I also have to force myself to have a lot of liquid, bearing in mind that it's very hot and humid in the summer where I live. I love my coffee, but I'm restricting myself to no more than 4 coffees per day. I know it's liquid, but that's my personal restriction at the moment. I also ensure that I add an electrolyte powder to the water, rehydration powder. Now, the subject of alcohol. My father's Irish family own a brewery and it produces Beamish Stout. My mother's side of the family were wine farmers in Constantia in the Western Cape until 1960. Mounjaro appears to have caused me to have lost my appetite for alcohol. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not betraying my Irish heritage. I have never been a big beer drinker, but over the past year I've tried the occasional beer, and after 2 sips I find I simply can't process it and I pass it along. Previously, I enjoyed a single malt whiskey at either the beginning or end of the evening, and also a fine red wine. So far, over the past 13 months, I've probably had a dozen tots of whiskey. Seemingly because of Mounjaro or tirzepatide, I have no interest in alcohol anymore. Maybe one day of a weekend I might have up to 3 glasses of red wine or 3 glasses of bubbly, but then I feel I've had enough. What, if anything, has happened to your drinking patterns since you started using tirzepatide or any other GLP-1 medication? Do also let me have your take on OMAD or anything else in the comments. Mounjaro is expensive, as are most life-saving drugs, but we live in hope that the prices will somehow drop. I've recently introduced another person to my Mounjaro supplier of choice, which is Medici Pharmacy in Parkmore, which is a suburb of Sandton in Johannesburg. Medici Pharmacy recently informed me that it presently has in stock 2.5 and 5 milligram Mounjaro. Seems at the moment that the Mounjaro supplies are hard to come by, and it has higher doses on back order. This is not a sponsored advertisement. It's here to assist you who are viewing this. Medici's contact information is below. Obesity is a disease, and it's not your fault. It's treated with medication such as other no-fault diseases such as diabetes or high blood pressure. And on this channel, we're open to collaboration and hope that at some stage it'll be more than just my face and voice here. Lastly, there's much going on in South Africa at the moment that an easy-to-understand analysis of current affairs is really helpful. For this, I go to the YouTube and TikTok channels of GQ-based journalist Carrie Ann Bloom, spelt Carri-Ann, A-N-N, Bloom, B-L-O-O-M. Her YouTube channel this week surpassed 20,000 subscribers, and I highly recommend that you visit it. My name is Tony Beamish, and this is the Mounjaro Musings channel, South Africa's premier GLP-1 portal. Have a great weekend.